Business owners and leaders, Rob Marshallonis here with LSP123. I help businesses increase employee productivity. I'm just sharing a few things for you to think about as you, as a leader, are looking for ways to increase employee productivity. And I'd like for you to think about LSP. LSP is an acronym for Leadership, Strategy, and Process. And the thinking is the success of virtually any worthwhile project, any worthwhile department, effort, and your entire business, the success of that is critically dependent on your leadership, strategy, and process, right? It begins with your leaders, who's taking ownership, who is in charge, who is stepping up to make some big decisions and take the lead. From every leader, one of the main things that you want, one of the top roles and responsibilities is for your leaders to come up with great strategy or great plans around which you can succeed. Think of the parallels in business, in sports, in entertainment, in government, and there's lots of ways to look at this, but one of the things we need from leaders is to develop a great plan to operate and ultimately to succeed. And so from great leaders and out of great strategies typically come a whole bunch of processes. And this is critically important as well. One way to look at process are the routines you have, typically ongoing, but the routines that you have that add value. How well do your routines add value? What value do they add? If they're not adding value, that should raise a yellow, if not a red flag for you. And so all this works together in just a real connected and critical way for you. LSP, leadership, strategy, and process. Think about how it applies to you, how it applies to your department or your business, and where you're strong, where you're weak, where maybe you can use some help, or where you're strong and you're succeeding. My simple goal here is to give you some good things to think about so that you and your department or your project or your organization or your business can be more productive.